match number 4 in this league. We're on the play, which is nice. This hand just does nothing. We have a bunch of impulses. If we have a second land, it might be keepable. It's again, no way to find Lotus Field. Sam finds Lotus Field. Question is, what do we put back? Just like the 2. Alright. Do 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 do. Turn 1 irrigated farmland, so maybe blue-white control? Lotus Field. Play Lotus Field. And to get the cheeky attack with the Arboreal Grazer in, because why not? Rebuy Sylvan's Crime. Pass the turn. Sure. I'm not sure that's particularly relevant. I think we just pass here. I know we're in the jam right now. Could easily have Wandering Emperor or Memory Deluge. Yep, they have their pressure. Okay, see if this beats out counterspell. They have absorb or dissolve. There's nothing we can do to get around it anyway, so. Not that I expect this to resolve, but... Okay, I have no idea what's going on right now. Guess maybe I should have tried for a Leer. They have another Wandering Emperor, more power to them. Teferi plus... This game feels pretty over at this point. Take 6. Another Teferi. What are they digging for? Must not have a counter spell they feel confident in. Time, otherwise we're probably dead. Nope, not the card we were looking for. Should have chunked last turn. All right, moving on. We need Sphinx, Distortion, Mystical Disputes, could bring in that. Let's see what the blue-white control's got of late. At least bring these out. All right, let's go like that. Hand has some search. We have them all. It at least is interesting. Back. Guess Sphinx for now. Care if they have like Spell Pierce for that. Alright, pass turn. Typhoons, whatever here. That's awkward. Typhoons here, kind of whatever. Okay, take the hit for 2, unlike it. Okay, take 2, unlike it. Their Typhoon threaten lethal. That's what, a 4/4 in play? And we're 1 mana short. If I would have been able to do things a turn sooner with Thespian Stage, how I screwed up, we wouldn't have had this issue. So, fortunately, we're just dead. Alright, back for match number 5. Hopefully we'll get a few less errors. And doesn't have a state or a Lotus Field. And has a slow Lotus Field, but I still think about the mulligan. Sand has the land problem, but we'll keep back strings, Behold the Beyond. Play this as a land. Red. Turn 1, Swizzle Spear, go. To Eidolon. Nope. This looks like Burning Tree. It's a lot of pressure. We have a positive draw here. Okay, Burning Tree and the Bushwacker. Stomp. Okay, blue, cycle this guy. So I'm 1 mana short of everything I want to do. So I can grab Blear, but then I'm 1 mana short of casting Hidden Strings out of the yard. I can grab Fae, cast Granted, and I'm 1 short of Path to Peril. Alright, nope, we're up against difficult matchup, that's for sure. That deck has a ton of targeted face stuff. Alright, this hand's okay-ish. Keep. Opponent could potentially have something like Alpine Moon, but Okay, Phoenix Chicken. Yep, Burning Tree into some BS. But of course. Okay. Go. Hopefully live long enough to do something. We dead to Xaxes. We are dead to Xaxes. Alright, now we're back for the wrap with Lotus Field Combo. So obviously, there were some play mistakes in this league, especially that one game where we got bailed out by the deck. I think that was against the Rakdos Sack, and then in the game number 2 against Blue-White Control, we would have been able to do things a turn earlier, potentially not have died. I still think we likely would have been lethal by the Hull of the Storm Giants and the token, plus the Wandering Emperor token, but that said, you know, this deck doesn't have a lot of margin for error. One thing I've seen in some of the lists is a sweeper in the main deck, whether it be Extinction Event, you know, Supreme Verdict, well, Path of Perils, etc. There were some situations where we had a tutor and could have gotten a sweeper but didn't cast it, but we couldn't like tutor for a tutor and cast it. I think that came up against the both mono red and against the Bushwacker Targus command deck. So, you know, that's something to be said. Maybe you should move a sweeper to the main deck. I'm not sure what we would cut on the thing. Brawl seems to be the one card that I'm just constantly underwhelmed by. Like, I understand there's some situations where it makes spells cheaper, etc. But this is kind of the card that I'm like going, well, maybe we can make this a sweeper. Move one of the sweepers to the main deck. As far as the aggressive decks, we did beat in mono red. We lost to Reckless Bushwacker, Gruul, and we lost to mono white humans. That obviously having Redain at a key turn. And then blue white control, I definitely punted game 2, and then we beat Rakdos Sack. Yeah, this deck's interesting. We've played it for several weeks now. I just don't know that it's necessarily my cup of tea. If I'm going to be playing Pioneer consistently, I'm not sure this is the kind of deck that I would want to be playing. Certainly there are pilots that do well with it. There are people that do well with it and understand the complexities of it. I'm just... the puzzle nature of it's fun, but there's a lot of like decks in the format that just seem to give this deck a rough time. So I'm not sure what to do is going forward as far as if we're going to continue playing Lotus Field or perhaps look to move on to another deck at some point. Certainly been an interesting learning curve and definitely a deck that I would need to play more often. If this were like Arena or something and I could just like fire off games left and right and not have problems, that'd be great. But unfortunately, while Explorer has a lot of Pioneers decks, it does not have Lotus Field. It does not have, is it Phoenix really? It doesn't have Niv to Light. All decks that I would be interested in piloting more. But yeah, I did promise you guys that we'd be doing this every other Thursday, I do believe. But it's definitely going to be, this might be the final week for Lotus Field Combo for some time at least, because I really need to step away and evaluate like if I'm going to play a Magic Online gameplay, if it's going to be Lotus Field or perhaps some other deck that might fit my style a little bit better. So I tend to be more of an aggressive deck or sometimes mid-range player. I guess I tend to like either aggressive decks or fast combo, but not necessarily combo of this nature. Throughout my Magic history, I've been, an aggressive player. I play some mid-range. I'm not the best control pilot, and decks like this just make me go sometimes, so we'll see. We might reevaluate what type of gameplay we do on the channel as far as MTGO. Arena, we're probably getting closer to doing some gameplay simply because Explorer is getting closer to Pioneer, so the lessons learned are a little bit more relevant. And I know on Arena I have access to to Rakdos, Mono Green, Mono White, and I think I'm close to Angels and Spirits, and I have Abzan and Esper Greasefang. So I have a little bit more like deck selection over there, simply because I've been grinding that account for quite some time. And it's easy to do best of one on the phone. So anywho, was just being real with you guys that this might be the last time you see Lotus Field on the channel for some time. And I also want to thank everybody for us hitting monetization on the channel. Couldn't have done it without you guys. So let me know in the comments down below if you're interested in maybe seeing some Explorer best of 3 gameplay in place of Lotus Field for a little bit while I reevaluate whether I want to continue playing this deck on the channel. I won't stop playing it, but I might take an extended break from it for a little while until things are a little bit more stable life-wise and such. So anyways, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hope to see you for the next video.